Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
54, stop. Ready to go.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 35 on second down, Ryan. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Schobert came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Push him back.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Browns' 42-yard line.
On second and 11 now, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Blue 80, blue 80.
Time to go, night. 53 at the mic.
Now Barner. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second and 12, Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Allen Bailey, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Third and long for Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defender's there, receiver's there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I might hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They run. Devontae Freeman. And some space here. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready, blue 80, 25.
On 1st down, Freeman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you get the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Drop deep, drop deep.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front.